Hello, ladies and gentlemen, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Happy Sunday to you all. This is Okute Daily Talk from Okute's Daily Talk Corner, bringing to you this Sunday broadcast, being the 13th day of November in the year 2022. Lest I forget, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I want you to just take 1 minute of your time or 1 second of your time and click the subscribe button, and make sure you turn on the notification button. Be the first to be notified each time I post something new. Please don't mind my language because I'm a stammerer. I'm just forcing myself in some certain areas so that I don't stammer when I give my broadcast. So whenever you hear dot name, it does not mean I don't know what to say or have nothing important to tell my listeners. Just that I try to manage the conditions. So please bear with me. Before I go straight into the business of the day, I want to wish all my fans, my families, all my listeners all over the world, subscribers, those who love what I'm doing. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Sunday and a prosperous weekend. And also wish us a very good week ahead. That the Almighty Chukwuokabiyama will bless each and every one of us and also bless the works of our hands. So let us take the headlines, then we will go straight into the business of the day. ICPC freezes 1,233 bank accounts as governor may lose 29 duplexes. Public funds. It shall never be well with this our government. Amended charge. You have simply repackaged what the Court of Appeal struck out. Nnamdi Kanu slams federal government of Nigeria. They keep on amending and amending and amending and amending. But we are not going to run. We are just like a rock of Gibraltar. That nothing is going to happen to us. So we are going to continue to be strong for our struggle, and also to be strong for the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Gunmen attack Anambra military checkpoint. 5 killed. That is the news of today. That is how they wake up this morning, being Sunday, the 13th day of November 2022. So before I go straight into the business of the day, our headlines is not many. I just picked a few ones that is okay, and that I am going to go straight into it. But I want to emphasize on one thing before I proceed. Please, for those of my commentators, those who always come to my comment section to ask me or to complain that my intro is too long, that I need to be going straight to the point. But there's a reason why sometimes you need to clear some air before you proceed with the main business of the day. I want to use this opportunity to ask my listeners, those ones who always comment, I thank you all. Please, I want to know what is the work of the EFCC, because I'm just cross-checking my mind on what have happened since the inception of this Mohammed Bala of 18, or Bibawa of 18, who is the EFCC boss, who is currently facing some charges by the High Court of Nigeria. So what is the work of the EFCC boss? Because if all of us here can tell ourselves the truth, you find out that the laws in Nigeria about depositing more than 5 million naira in a personal account, and a corporate account 10 million naira, anything more than that, the EFCC will call you to question you how you get that money. I think that law is mainly for the poor, not for the rich, because just recently that the MFLA, the CBN governor made the announcement or pronouncement that the naira have to be redesigned, simply because of the naira, the ones they have been printed so far, is not in circulation. The reason why is because a lot have been paid to the Boko Harams, a lot have been paid to the bandits. Then the remaining was is in the hands of the looters, the fraudsters, and the drug kingpins, and also the government officials who keep on storing money on a large sum. It's only in Nigeria that you went to a minister common minister, you find out that one room inside either his duplex, either his mansion or whatever it is no-go area. When there, what you will see there will marvel you. It will be stocked with cash. And it's not even only one room. They have rooms. Some people dig graves for Nigerian currency. It's only in Nigeria you can find that. So I'm still asking this question. Is this Naira the design? And follow up this news 24 hours, day in, day out. And the so-called EFCC boss came out the other day and was making a statement that there is 3 governors they are monitoring when they will bring out the money, because they already know all these people that is hoarding the Naira, that is making the Nigerian economy to be dying on daily basis. They know them and they know themselves. So he said he is monitoring those people who is going to bring social amount of money to be deposited in the account. So then they will call them to order, or they will call them for questioning. But the truth still remains that since they made this pronouncement, till now I have never seen anybody being around, and the bank keep saying that billions of naira is being deposited on daily basis in their numbers. Not only one, not only twice, many of them. So the question is that what is the work of this EFCC? Is their work only going from one hotel to the other looking for Yahoo boys, or looking for all? Not that I'm supporting the fraudsters, not that I'm supporting the Yahoo or whatever name they might call it, but let us be realistic here. How can the EFCC claims to be working while billions of naira is being deposited cash on daily basis in almost all the whole banks in Nigeria? See, there's no any question have been raised. Where do you get all these funds? But tell me, you make a transaction of 5 million naira and above in just your own personal account, and the next one you will hear, the EFCC will summon you to come and explain how the money comes from. So I've come to realize that the laws in Nigeria, from the EFCC, from every other section of the country that is not working, because every section is not working. Start from the presidency down to the councillor and other etc. You understand me? So the laws is just for the poor, not for the rich, because people who deposit these billions of nairas on daily basis in the banks across the nation, where did they get this money from? It's either they are into drugs, or they are what do they call it? All these terrorists that have been collecting billions of naira on ransoms, or they are government officials who have siphoned the public funds and keep it for themselves. Because when they siphon those money to take it to the bank, there must be, it will raise eyebrow. How do they make this kind of money? And they send to someone who is not among the elites. That person will attract eyewitnesses, or will attract questions. How do you get this money? So the only way they can safeguard this money is to dump it in their rooms, in their offices, in their warehouse. It's only in Nigeria that somebody will have a warehouse. You think that what is stored inside that warehouse is goods, or probably maybe one of the cards is not using it, pack it inside there. You open that warehouse, you find out that it is being stocked with Nigerian currency printed to be circulated, but it is not circulating. Sometimes I begin to ask myself, how do we get to this point? Can somebody at least in one sentence tell me, how do Nigeria get to this point? And can Nigeria ever be good again? Can they ever be good? I doubt that. Because all these psychophants, all these never-do-well politicians, all these old fools who keep occupying the various best positions in the Nigerian politics, they don't even want to retire until they do them part. And they're not there today. It's only in Nigeria you find out that the people who praise highest are the ones that is dying. You find out that those who go to church mostly, who is even close to God, relating to God, are the ones dying, while all these blockheads that he put in the government house, who keep on mismanaging the public funds being kept on their behalf, just to use it for the poor masses. They will not do it. Nigeria is the only country that hoard common what do they call it? COVID-19 palliative. They hold it. Most of them fly their own to London and be selling it in their stars over there. It's only in Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria that you find a 2 complete 40 feet loaded with cash that have decayed. Where are they taking it to? To go and dispose it elsewhere so that nobody will ask questions. Nigeria, how can we get out from this place we have found ourselves? That is a simple question. The only answer there is vote wisely the coming 2023. Don't vote because of a thing city. Don't vote because that person is your church member. Don't vote because that person is from your own region. You want him just go there to occupy that seat without not doing anything. Vote competence. Vote somebody whom you can trust that will work for you. Vote somebody who will go there and have your interest at heart. Somebody whom you can ask questions and the person will answer you. Not all these ones. I watched a spokesperson of APC calling the debates that other presidential candidates are attending, that is a mushroom gatherings in Nigeria. Imagine the arrogance. Imagine the arrogance. And the same their what do they call it? Their presidential candidate went on a woman inauguration day. When they are inaugurating the APC woman wing of their campaign council, and said people are clamoring for the change of government, that anyone that come to you with that stupid and arrogant voice that used to tell him that we are polite, but shut up, in a live TV and people are watching, that is the only person, the same person that is the controversy of whether drug or no drug or money laundering or no laundering, he forfeited $460,000 in a US account. There's a part of the proceeds from narcotic dealings or whatever it is. And you tell me the youths of Nigeria is still shouting everywhere, Jagabano, Jagabano, Jagabano. I don't blame all those old fools. I blame the youths of Nigeria who have never learned their lessons, simply because they can see their daily bread and they feel that all is well. Whereby all these old recycled politicians, old never do well politicians, all these old psychophants that fool the government house, that fool us rock, they have nothing to offer. They don't even have any idea. Tell me, how can Tinubu appear on a live debate when the question be true to him without the script that they have writing to him? He will fall off point. That is why they don't want him to sell off his dignity, because you cannot call somebody who can barely address the masses only by whatever you find him on the pulpit. Just come on, go to Lafayette there at the Emir Palace or whatever it is. He has a script on his hands. He can never make a statement for complete good 5 minutes, just like I'm doing now, without not reading anything. He can never make a simple statement, just, okay, let me address these people. So sometimes I wonder, how do this man address his family? Or is this also his script to address his wife or wives or kids or grandkids? How? Sometimes I begin to wonder, how can the people who have been the most suffered in the present government, which is the youths, who have been the most molested, who have received inhuman treatment among other youths in the whole world, they are still the one jumping up and down, shouting, Tunumbu, 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 we stand with you. We are the youth of this one, we are the youth of that one, simply because they give you 100,000 naira, or highest they will give you 1 million naira, which amount to nothing in Nigeria as it is now, whereby naira is almost going head to head with the dollar. Naira is going $1 now. Very soon it's going to be equals to 1,000 naira, head to head, and the youths are still busy. The same youths is the one that have been out of school for complete good 8 months under this administration, and are still shouting Jagaban, Buhari, Jagaban, Buhari. That is the same way they did during the time of Buhari, 2015. Say Baba, say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. At the point, just say Baba and your koko. Then when you come out now and shout say Baba, they will even mob you if car is not taken. The same thing he did, dodging a public debate because he had nothing to say. Dodging public debate. The only place you can see them is where anywhere they organize, whereby whatever they've been asked on that very gathering or that very TV station have been written and give to them. They study it and know what to answer, and the answer will be written to them. You will find out that it is in Nigeria that a presidential candidate will go for a debate with a script. Debate, the one they organize, though, not the one that public organize, because anyone that public organize and call them to come, they will not. They will dodge it. My question still remains. Nigeria which way? Please, anybody that have the answer to this question, come to the comment section. We shall talk about it there. Just let me know your thoughts. Drop it at the comment section as we move ahead to look into other news that we have today. Because if I keep talking about the issue of Nigeria, I am very, very sure that I will not have any single time to attend to the news that I have for my people. Amended charge. You have simply repackaged what the Court of Appeal struck out. Nnamdi Kanu slams federal government of Nigeria. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, has said that the amended 7-count terrorism charge the federal government filed against him is baseless and ill-advised. Kanu, who is currently in the custody of the Department of State Service, DSS, through his team of lawyers, argued that the amended charge was the same as the one that was recently struck out by the Court of Appeal. Okutenu recalled that the federal government had filed an amended charge in the Federal High Court in Abuja, which alleged that Kanu has a member of an unlawful group issued a deadly threat that anyone who flouted his sit-at-home order in the southeastern part of the country should write his or her way. Reacting to the charge, Kanu, in a press statement signed by the senior member of the defense team, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, stated that the government had not served him a copy of the 7-count amended charge. The statement reads, from all indications, the new alleged charge has the same charge number, FSC Abuja ER 383-2015, as the one already pronounced upon the struck out by the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. They said in intermediate court completely discharged Nnamdi Kanu and further prohibited him being tried to prosecute in any court of law in Nigeria. The said judgment of the Court of Appeal is extant and still subsists to date and has not been set aside by any superior court. Nnamdi Kanu's formidable team, ably by the oracle of the law, Chief Ozekome's son, has already prompt appeal to the Supreme Court against the Court of Appeal's ruling, staying execution of its own judgment, which has set Nnamdi Kanu free. The appeal court, in respect thereto, has been duly entered in appeal number SC/CR/1394/2022 at the Supreme Court and is now awaiting a date for hearing. Kanu stated that since the judgment of the Court of Appeal still stands, it will be impossible and against the law for the amended charge holds no water. Of course, the Ipob leader alleged that after various inquiries, it was revealed that the rumor charge was scrupulously but clandestinely filed by the federal government hours after the judgment of the Court of Appeal was delivered on the 13th day of October in the year 2022. The filing of the said charge was clearly ill-informed and ill-advised because the prosecutor, federal government, was presumed and may want to believe was not at that point in the time aware of the details, full import and implication of the well-delivered judgment of the Court of Appeal at the time of filing the said charge. We also want to believe that this is what has led to the federal government abandonment of the charge after it was hurriedly filed. It is pertinent to note also that the federal government did not take any step to either serve the charge on our client, Nnamdi Kanu, or on our erudite late counsel chief, Michael Zekome's son. After it was filed, even till this moment, the statement added. That is how they keep on twisting until they don't know what to twist again. The Nigerian digital system has long gone and dead because the people who made the law are the ones who are also spoiling the law. The court who discharged and acquitted Kanu is not in Kenya, neither it is in the United States of America or in Dubai or any other African country. It is in Nigeria. The same court, they said, the same judges they employ to work, that is the same judges that give the verdict. And they said Okpario said that we will not agree. I laugh in Spanish. You see, that is how they will keep on bringing all their stupidity out on the public, watching that dirty landing on the public before the international body. Yeah, people are watching. The international body is looking. The human rights, the United Nations Human Rights Working Committee is watching, and are giving the ultimatum of 6 months to release Nnamdi Kanu. After that, then they will face the music. So I think we are waiting to hear or to know the outcome if they will not bribe them before that 6 months expired, because Nigeria is the only country who went to out there to borrow just to bribe people so that they will not put eye on how they run the affairs of the country, and they think we can continue that way. Everything have expiry date. That is what I believe. All their inhuman treatment that they are doing to Nigerians, everything they are doing to us, the expiry date will be coming, and when the expiry date comes, that is the day of reckoning, then they will be paid in their own coin. So please, let's move straight into the another business of the day. Gunmen attack Anambra military checkpoint, then kill 5 people. The police on Saturday said 5 people were killed in a clash between soldiers and some suspected gunmen in Isuofia community in Agwata local government area of Anambra State. Our correspondent gathered that the gunmen attacked the military checkpoint located at the Aforuzo Junction in Isuofia on Saturday. Eyewitnesses account, however, noted that 2 soldiers and 4 of gunmen were killed during the bloody encounter. Isuofia is the hometown of the state governor, Prof. Chukwuma Charles Soludo. It was further gathered that the hoodlums gained access into the community through an entrance in Umuona community. The eyewitnesses said that the gunmen first attacked the soldiers and killed 2 of them before other soldiers retaliated. Confirming the incident, the state police spokesperson Tochukwu Ikenga said the gunmen were repelled through joint security forces of military, police, and other security agents. Ikenga added that 1 Toyota Venza was recovered as the joint task force intensified patrol within the Isuofia community. He said Anambra State security forces, comprising the military, police, other security agencies, neutralized 5 unknown gunmen in Umuona, Isuofia, Agwata local government area, and recovered 1 grey Toyota Venza with registration number KRD 344BT. This followed the distress call at about 10:30 a.m. today on the 12/11/2022 along Afo Market in Isuofia, where some hoodlums attacked a security checkpoint in the area. The joint forces responded swiftly, engaged the hoodlums in a gun duel and neutralized 5 of the armed men, while others escaped with dark blue Lexus 470 without a number plate from the scene with bullet wounds. The police spokesperson stated that the Commissioner of Police, Echeng, while charging the operations to sustain the tempo against the onslaught on criminals, ordered intensified patrols and improved operational positioning to respond to distress calls in the whole state. He stated further details shall be communicated, please, as the operation is still ongoing. Also, the State Commissioner for Information, Paul Nwosu, said a gang of gunmen struck the Nigerian Army checkpoint at Aforuzo Junction in Isuofia, adding that they were neutralized by the security agents. Nwosu said the security agents gave the gunmen a hot chase by killing 4 of the gang members in a fierce exchange of shootings in the bloody event. He said the government of Anambra State wishes to reassure the people of their safety, especially during this latitude. That is all we get to know, or all we have to know about gunmen that attacked Anambra military checkpoint at Aforuzo. So, for you people who are not aware of this, please take note that the days are evil. Anywhere you are going during this Christmas period, when you are driving, please make sure you are in the company of others. When you are going anywhere, please make sure you have people who can at least give 1 or 2 reasons, or who can testify about what happened to you, because you all can never be killed in any gun duel. So please, my great people of Biafra, the listeners and lovers of freedom, as you are going home for this Xmas, please be careful, because as a omonna gini, omonna week, and omonna nebuching keep azu. So wherever you are going, you are drinking, please make sure you drink responsibly. Otherwise, you will end up in 6 feet. And the system of please avoid it this year-to-2 period, because onye ụmụnna na-egbu ọ ga-ebi ndụ ogologo according to ndị Igbo bye. So wherever way you are going, please be careful and take care of yourself and your family. And whatever you are doing, please, as they say, according to Igbo adage, onye na ndị mmụọ na-eri ni na-eji ogologo ngaji maka ada mama as ndị mmụọ eme baa ya n'ọnụ, according to the Igbo adage. So I don't know how to put this one in English, because more than forgive me, my English listeners. ICPC freezes 1,233 bank accounts. Ex-governor may lose 29 duplexes. Hey, God, see money. It's all right. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has seized not fewer than 97 property from different individuals in the past 4 years. The list of seized assets include 33 buildings, plots of land, a factory forfeited for the federal government by a former accountant with the Joint Admission and the Matriculation Board, Dr. Jimo Olatunde. The Anti-Graft Agency disclosed this to Sunday Punch in a response to a Freedom of Information request. Olatunde is the prosecution witness in a case of official corruption and abuse of office brought against Prof. Dibu Ojerinde, a former head of the National Examination Council and later JAMB registrar. The ex-JAMB accountant was believed to have acted as proxy for Ojerinde. The ICPC, in an 18 count, accused Ojerinde of diverting public funds estimated about 5.2 billion naira sea money while he was the head of NECO and JAMB. Olatunde, who was also the deputy director and head of treasury in NECO, revealed how Ojerinde allegedly diverted 341.9 million naira from the examination body to set up a personal printing press, school, and buildings of different types. The witness will testify before the High Court of Niger State, Minna, told the trial judge, Justice Abdullahi Mikailu, that 216,297,443 naira was deceitfully withdrawn from NECO account for payments for 17 fixtures printing contracts, which were used for establishing the printing press. Also, not fewer than 1,233 bank accounts have been frozen by the Anti-Graft Commission between 2009 and now. However, 60 of the accounts belonging to 15 persons who were investigated for corruption have been finally forfeited to the federal government of Nigeria. Look at the problem we are having. And I keep having I keep having arguments with my friends, almost those ones who are doing the same thing that I'm doing. Sometimes we do have a conversation, and also it will be recorded for public use. And I keep telling them that Buhari can never, no any president in Nigeria is the problem of Nigeria. The problem we are having in Nigeria is that people who are under this any administration, they are the worst enemy of the country than the overall chief of staff is. Because Buhari now have been trying all the possible best to make sure that the country in terms of security, economy, and other aspects. I'm not saying he did well, I'm not saying he's doing well, but he is trying. I am not a supporter of Buhari, neither am I a supporter of any political party. My only concern is that let Nigeria be a better place for us all. But they keep on calling Buhari. Imagine a NECO office, they siphon money, public funds. JAMB, they siphon money. Then governors, ministers, senators, House of Reps and House of Assembly, and all rest of them, they are the ones that is dumping billions of naira in their car parks, in their warehouses. Look at it here. 216 million naira was basically withdrawn from NECO account for no reason, just for him to set up his own personal business with his public funds. And tomorrow, that same person or his children, when he must have gone, will be blaming the present president. Yes, that is the truth. They will blame them or blaming the governor of the state. That this government is not doing anything, he's not doing anything. But whereby the ones who supposed to be of a good behavior, they are not doing anything. Other than everybody, Okeke, Okafu, Okori, everybody, we must finish this country money. We must finish this country money, and the country keep dying on daily basis. Child, I weep for the poor. However, 60 of the accounts belonging to 15 persons who were investigated for corruption have been finally forfeited to the federal government. The accounts contained 547.7 million naira and 669,248.89 in total in dollars. So not in naira, 600. That is what they got in all the whole accounts. A former governor of Zamfara State, Abdulaziz Yari, lost $669,248,000 and 24,289,910,000 naira to the federal government. That is what the so-called governor of Zamfara State lost to the government. That he forfeited to the government. The money was lodged in Yare's two personal accounts and accounts operated by his companies, BT Oil and Gas Nigeria Limited and Kayatawa Nigeria Limited. The sums of 217,388,040 naira and 311,872,000 no, $311,872,000 found in a bank account belonging to BT Oil and Gas Nigeria Limited, and another 11,159,674,080 kobo naira and 301,319.99 kept in an account belonging to the Kayatawa Nigeria Limited were also forfeited to the Nigerian government. Also, the ICPC have placed under interim forfeiture 29 duplexes in different estates in Jabi, Maitama, Kaduna, Zamfara, and Abuja, allegedly belonging to the ex-governor who is currently on trial for corruption. They will still free him tomorrow. Of course, they will still free him upon all these atrocities that he committed. Upon all this siphoning of the public funds, tomorrow you will find him on the street. Even the people of the state will even welcome him dancing and singing praises to him that he had done well, that he rendered them useless, rendered their country useless. The money that they're supposed to use to develop that Zamfara state, he has siphoned all of them. Chai, what man do man? It accused him of diverting Zamfara state funds using some companies, including Kayatawa Nigeria Limited and BT Oil and Gas Nigeria Limited. BT Oil and Gas Nigeria Limited, that is what we keep suffering in this country called Nigeria. It's alleged that on June 18, 2015, BT Oil and Gas Limited received a transfer of 150 million naira from the Nigerian Governors Forum through Yari, who was then the chairman of the forum. Is it alright? It's alright. Justice Taiwo of the Federal High Court Abuja subsequently granted a motion by the ICPC seeking permanent forfeiture of the funds. It could not be ascertained if Yari had appealed the forfeiture order as his lawyer Mohammed Magaji could not be reached for comments on Saturday. He did not respond to calls, and he had yet to reply to an SMS sent to his mobile telephone. The ICPC stated that its motivation for seeking the orders was because the victim of the alleged crime is the Zamfara state government and by extension the federal government of Nigeria and innocent taxpayers, which include judges, of course, across Nigeria. Other individuals whose property were also forfeited include the Ministry of Niger Delta worker Daniel Oba, who had plots of land in different parts of Abuja and Rivers State, an officer of the Nigerian Security and Civil, ADK Akpan, Joseph Udo, a retired Federal High Court official, and Adedeji Taofi, who forfeited a school. A businessman, Lukumanu Waziri, similarly lost an unregistered Pontiac car, Peugeot 406, Range Rover Evoque, and an unregistered Lexus, as well as bungalow, land, shoe, and other personal items to the government. One Adenike Bintu forfeited 2 plots of land along Airport Road, Abuja, while Okerogene Akporo lost parcels of land and a duplex. Kabiru Paloma equally forfeited several plots of land in Gombe, a multipurpose complex, and 2 hotels, Donkey Hotel and Suites, and Samai Suites, public funds. Also on the list is Adam Yusuf, who forfeited residential buildings in Idu, Abuja, while one Babangida Aliu also lost a Mercedes-Benz car to the government. The commission, in the accompanying letter to the 4 requests dated September 27, 2022, and signed by the Director, Legal Services, Henry Emo, stated, funds in the 60 accounts operated by different banks have been finally forfeited to the federal government of Nigeria, and the funds transferred to the ICPC recovery account domiciled in the Central Bank of Nigeria for onward transmission to the Consolidated Revenue Fund, since the victim in these cases is the federal government. Commenting on the development, the Executive Director, Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, Awal Rafanjani, said the seizures proved that corruption was still alive in Nigeria. Of course, the corruption is still alive in Nigeria. They seize it, fine and good. But the question still remains, what are they going to use it to do? People will still siphon that money. People will still divert it to their public account. Is it not what Magu did? Magu was busy, they jumping up and down as the EFCC chairman, at the EFCC post. And people were clapping for him. Yo, you are doing well, oh. Magu, only Magu alone have how many vessels in the sea that is operated by him alone? 2 vessels, 2 complete vessels that can carry up to 3 to 5 million barrels of crude oil from Nigeria. He got people's house, he siphoned them to himself. He bought complete estate by the money he recovered from people. That is how Nigerian system work. I recover what you thief and I thief it. And another person will come and recover that one I thief, and another person will thief it. That's how they keep thieving until government will forget about all these things. That money, all these things that have been mentioned here that have been recovered, none will ever go to that purpose which it has been meant for. Highest, they will just recover all this money, they said into domiciled ICPC account. Somebody is running that account, and that money will from that place now develop legs and wings. Before you know it, that is how Nigeria is being created, and that is why the country keep dying on daily basis. This further prove that there is still corruption in Nigeria as against what politicians say. They always dismiss the fact that there is still corruption in Nigeria. The ICPC has only exposed the nitty-gritty of what is going on in the country. Rafsanjani stated he, however, commended the anti-graft agency for their continual fight against corruption, noting the ICPC is doing a great job in fighting corruption without political antics, and we must commend what they are doing. They are one of the agencies doing their job quietly, and we enjoin other security agencies to do the same. They do the work and we are seeing the results. But a legal practitioner, Namfwang Ayuba, said fighting corruption must be supported by the ordinary Nigerians, noting that nobody should be seen to be above the law. But that is what we keep seeing on daily basis in this low-life Nigeria called a low-life nation called Nigeria. Ayuba said, if we are able to show that nobody is above the law and everybody is equal before the law, then we can say we are winning the war against corruption. However, if there is a perception that the fight is selective or cosmetic, then we are not going to win the war. Corruption should be fought holistically. Justice must not only be done, but must be seen to be manifestly done. Until we get there, I will say that the ICPC and other anti-corruption agencies are just making attempts in fighting corruption. Another legal practitioner, Sani Rabiu, however, said the anti-corruption agencies were carrying out selective justice, which should be improved upon. Calling for improvement in anti-corruption strategies, he said, we need a lot of improvement in the fight against corruption because it appears that the agencies that are charged with such responsibilities are not carrying out their jobs as expected. Ordinarily, if there is an allegation of corruption against any Nigerian, regardless of that person's political party or location, they should be investigated fairly and justly. The king who when he was contesting or canvassing for voters to vote for him in the name of Muhammad Buhari, he told us he was coming to fight corruption, but under his nose a lot of things has happened. Under his nose he freed Joshua Daria and what is the other name again, that have been convicted for corruption of siphoning public funds to their own self in the tone of billions of naira. He freed them and pardoned them. So tomorrow you will see these people, they will see Lord themselves into the society, because as they are being pardoned, it means they are not ex-convict according to the Nigerian constitution. And they will still warm up now tomorrow. Either they, just like Ibori that have been convicted, even both in the UK and in Nigeria, is now bringing somebody to contest for governorship seat in the Delta State, and people are there clapping for him. When he came back, they welcomed him. Somebody who jumped bail, who escaped like a woman from UK down to Nigeria, and they are clapping for him. That is why you see our people, our mumu can never do. We keep murmuring until their head enter grave. Not even me. I can never be mumu until my head enter grave, because Nigerian youths are the worst youth I can ever see in this life. The worst you can ever encounter in the whole wide world. They don't have brains. Once any small thing convince them, once you give them those after 5,000 naira, which cannot even cook a very good pot of soup at this current dispensation of the government, whereby everything have skyrocketed in the market. Whatever you touch hand, something that you are buying 100 naira before, now is 1,000. With the one you are buying 1,000, now is 5,000. Then you, a politician who is using your destiny, your sweat. I mean, the tax people are paying, and they will siphon them using for their own personal needs. Riding private jets of different types, traveling to the most expensive hotels and the countries in the whole world, and you will be there crying for them, calling them Odogu, Igwe, even praising them, even bending down to worship them, simply because you think that it is their right for what they are doing. It is not their right, my dear. The earlier the use of Nigeria wake up, the better for them. Look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. Very soon they will swear in 34-year-old military man who spearheaded the coup. I tell them the government of there and the stupid France that is colonized them, that enough is enough. Who will have that kind of mind in Nigeria, whereby nobody want to die, everybody is very busy. Even the military who is supposed to spearhead all these things, they were there in the bush dancing skerewu, doing Don't Leave Me challenge, while their members are there guarding them, selling them off to the bandits and the rest of them. And you tell me that this country can be better again. The country is only in the hands of our ancestors. Whatever they want, let them do with it. If they don't want to recover the country, then so be it. The day the country sink, everybody will find anywhere to legalize as a citizen. Anywhere they accept you, fine and good. If they don't accept you, you are on your own. My great people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom, lovers of mankind, I am done with the today's broadcast. Please, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I want you to do that as soon as possible. Hit that notification button, be the first to be notified each time we post something new. Until I come your way again, please don't forget, I still remain Okute Daily Talk from my own corners. Please, remember what I said earlier. Don't forget, in this attitude, please mind your movement, mind what you are eating, and mind what you are drinking, so that you will not be December will see your end instead of you seeing the end of December. It can never be your portion, and it can never be a portion of all my listeners all over the world, wherever they are. In the mighty name of Chukwu, I'm signing out. Bye for now.